What's up, guys? So I literally just woke up, went on my phone, saw this, and I entered right away. So I'm gonna show you guys there's actual logic behind this, like I was talking about yesterday. If I lose this, then there's actual logic. So look, 1 hour SMT, right? Q1, Q2. So we have weekly cycle. Bam, bam. So that's weekly. So weekly cycle. You can see Dow. Dow's nowhere near that, right? We have let's see. We have a 1 hour PSP with ES right there. 1 hour PSP with ES. So 1 hour PSP right here at the high. There's that. And then right here, a PSP got swept on NQ. So weekly cycle on the higher time frame, 4 hour, nothing on the 4 hour really. Well, this isn't the monthly, nothing on the 4 hour. We have a weekly cycle with a 1 hour PSP and then 15 minute 15-minute PSP right here at the high. Yeah, across all three. And then on the 5 minute, to confirm the weekly cycle, we have a 90-minute cycle with the bodies as well. So with a PSP right here to confirm it. So this candle right here confirms that PSP. And I believe, yeah. So it's a 5 minute PSP and a 1 hour PSP. So I entered, my stop is at the high because it's SMT. So I just put it all the way up to the high and let's see if it hits. So there's that, and we're gonna see. Uh, and so we're gonna see if this trade hits, and I'll update you guys with the result once it comes in. Uh, I just woke up, so I gotta go brush my teeth. Adios. All right, so as you guys could see, that trade was a loss, and we will literally let's look at the charts and try to figure out how is it possible for SSMT to fail there because I genuinely don't see it. So let's go on a daily. We'll just start off on a daily. So Dow swept the all-time high. Yesterday was a down close on all, so no daily PSP. So we can't use that as a reasoning. Weekly cycle, no weekly PSP. 6 hour, no 6 hour PSP. Nothing. 4 hour chart, no monthly cycle to go higher. Nothing. 1 hour chart, Q1, nothing. Nothing swept. Not swept. Nothing, bro. Like, what? How? Like, what is going on with this price action, dog? But it's still gonna turn around. It's just crazy, dude. So, weekly cycle failed. Our PSP failed. 15-minute on the high PSP failed. 90-minute cycle failed. And now we swept the high. We cleared all the manipulation. Now we're going in for our last trade with a 1 minute PSP at the high. And there it is. Now we're going to see if this hits or not. Obviously, 150 stop loss. And right here, we now have micro. So, micro Q1, Q2 bodies. Q1 is higher than Q2, and Dow is going lower. ES, Q2 swept Q1, but right here, this high was not swept. NQ swept this high, Q2 above Q1, so microcycle, right? Now, 90-minute cycle. Do you have a 90 minute? Do you have a daily? I think we even have a daily at this point. Okay, we have a, what is this? No, we don't have a daily. Well, we do have a daily, I think. Yeah, with the Dow daily cycle. Weekly cycle. 90 minute? Okay, come on. 90 minute? Did it sweep the high? 90-minute cycle. We have everything. If this fails, I mean, obviously I'm going to turn it off because it's 2 trades, but if this fails, then this is a this is bad conditions. I mean, this is real bad. Like, the thing is this: it can the fact that it swept this PSP, like, okay, that's fine. Like, okay, it wanted to do one more manipulation because the weekly cycle it's still there. But if the weekly cycle like this fails, then it's just time to turn it off. So we're about to find out. Just gotta wait and see. Um, I guess I can show you guys that screen if you want, and I'll just pull up my other 3 on the other one. But this should be failing to run higher right now. But hey, we'll give it the time. 10 o'clock is news, so we can use 10 a.m. to get set lower, which is totally fine. Okay, all good. Her rules are still there. This 1 minute is not a PSP, by the way. Okay, we're in this gap. All right, this is good. We need to respect it. On the 5 minute, nothing. See the other charts. 5 minute, still nothing. The only thing we have at the lows technically is, I guess you can say, microcycle to send us higher, but that microcycle is only because look how high up NQ is. That's not valid. We simply have nothing to send us higher. The only thing, if we're bearish right now, the only possible way for us to sweep this high again is if 10 o'clock wicks it just to gain even more manipulation in order to go lower. That's the only possible way if we are bearish. If we're bullish, all thought and logic out the window. There's no explanation to being bullish right now. So we're about to wait and see. Here's the 930. So if we're bullish, then technically it wouldn't sweep the bottom of this because it already cleared it. So it would just only be ascending higher. So, all right. So that's not perfect, not the best close, but it's fine. Whatever. We got 3 minutes left until news. On the 5-minute chart, let's see across all 3 assets. 5-minute chart, we have obviously 930 was a PSP. So this was a PSP. And nothing else. Okay, we're just waiting and seeing. All right. Failure to get back to that gap would be a pretty good symbol. I like how we're sitting in this 930, this wick that we're traced into 930. This is, if you get below this, then that's a pretty good sign, in my opinion. Because the chances of us coming down, sweeping 930 liquidity, and then coming back up, that would be, I mean, that would just, I don't see that happening. So, looks like ES starting to expand lower there. We still haven't taken London lows on ES. So, we're not there yet. Almost came to the bottom of that wick. We got a minute and a half until 10 o'clock. The other charts, here's the other ones. There's really not much happening. We just need to see expansion on all three. We need Monday to be swept. I mean, on Dow at least. We need to get lower. So we're just waiting for that. And then Q as well. It would be very beautiful if we get below this because I don't. The only worry is 10 o'clock waking up. 9:49, 30 seconds left. All right, let's see what it does at this low. So that low right there, that low is already swept. Okay, 9:50. Oh, shoot. It's nowhere near 10 o'clock. We have 10 more minutes. Oh, man. I'm slow. Not bad. Whatever. Let's see the 15-minute because we have to see if we'll survive till then. Because 10 o'clock needs to expand. All right. True Day is right here. We didn't touch True Day. True Week's right there. True Week, we're below True Week on Dow. We're not below True Week on ES yet. What is the target for NQ here? The Monday lows, in my opinion, we're waiting for ES to hit Monday lows. Dow should sweep Monday lows any moment. I'm waiting for ES to sweep Monday lows. Then I'm taking two contracts off NQ. Well, I maybe New Week opening gap's more probable. What is this? 230 London lows. London lows are probable on NQ. So where are the London lows on NQ? Go 15-minute. London lows 12. Right there. So we got to come down at least to there. Right now we have a daily cycle with those London lows because yes, you can see ES swept them. But I don't, obviously, I'm not deeming that as a daily cycle. Like, I'm not saying that it's confirmed because I think we need to get lower. We need to go way lower. So, just waiting for that to happen. This pulls back all the way to the high. I mean, the hell, it can go. Hey, man, I'm not arguing. I don't care. It's just I'm following the rules, and that's it. This retracement was just insane. So there's two options: either leaving at this low, and then later for me just to re-enter once we have a pullback, because it's gonna pull back to like here at least. I mean, even if it does, it's either gonna reverse all the way up or just crazy pullback. But yeah, no, Monday low is not swept. I'm not buying this. I'm still in the short. Absolutely no reason to be bullish. Let's see. 15-minute. Let's see the other charts. Yeah, no. Oh, like, yes, we hit True Week, we hit True Day on the other ones, but no, like this is not it. This needs to be lower. See, True Day hit, True Day not hit, True Week swept there, but the only thing that could obviously tell us bullish is if right here we sweep this low. Is this? Yeah. If we sweep this low on Dow, and then we use the daily cycle that we just created to be bullish. And then that would mean 930 was pure manipulation, and we're bullish on the day because 930 was manipulation lower. Like this was the manipulation, and then expansion with 10 o'clock would be sending us higher. But man, I mean that would be whole lot of whole lot of liquidity flying around. So Not really too sure of that one. So let's wait and see. All right. So looks like the 5 minute. You can see the 5 minute's going to close above. So since it's closing above, I mean, technically, that's body 90-minute cycle bullish with yes. See, bodies are closing above 15 minute, 15 minute. The daily cycles there, it's just so bad. Just such a bad daily cycle with a PSP at the high too. There, but no PSP to confirm. What is this? Is that a PSP? No, that's not a PSP. Is this a PSP? No. So we do have this breakaway gap that there's a chance of us retracing into. Absolutely. I'm not going to doubt that. But why is my gap so ugly? All right, we got 4 minutes till 10 o'clock. And I want 10 o'clock to rip. Because I. What is this? Consumer. No, it's a jolt. Job openings. Usually, job openings is just an expansive candle one way or the other. It's not one of those where it's like, oh, few manipulations here or whatever, dude. It just rips usually. So, anyway, did the 5 minute close below? 5 minute did not close below. 5 minute closed above it, created a PSP. So that's not a good sign at all. See, 5 minute PSP. Not a good sign. And no wick at the high. So retracement is very probable. But I like this breakaway gap a lot. And also with the higher time frame. Oh, we do have this. Bodies. Body SMT. That's not bad. Anyway, we got 3 more minutes. Let's see if the magic happens and we'll see. I like that it's just chopping around in this area. Now it's holding at a low. So see what it's gonna do. All right. Up into that wick. Up into that gap. That's that 90 minute, right? Because we had the 90 minute with the 5 minute PSP. The daily cycle as well, but we still have that weekly that I'm holding on to, and I'm holding on to the fact that this was an manipulation at 9:30, and this right here is just fair value gap, and then there's the breakaway. So yeah, a couple more minutes here. We're gonna see what happens. So yeah, if I lose this, pretty much daily cycle with 90-minute cycle, and here's a PSP. But I'm taking those as magnet right now. The way I'm considering that is just I'm not claiming those. I'm saying like, okay, I see that happening, but I want to see that used as just a magnet for price to get sent lower once we have a retracement into this gap on the 5 minute. So, all right, so we got a minute and a half left, and we'll see what happens. I guess one could say that the trade was from here to here. Yeah, that would probably give me about the 3RR, but I want to see expansion, and I'm here for it. So, right, there's this gap. There's the breakaway gap. So we only really need halfway of this gap at best. And obviously this gap as well is right here. But all right, 50 seconds left. One thing I do notice is the pullback is very symmetrical. Right here, these lows are quite symmetrical. So that's a cute little sign to see. All right, and 10 seconds left. We'll see what we get. See what we get. All right, 10 o'clock. So do we have any rips? Am I tripping? I'm pretty sure the news is at 10 today. Let me check on Forex. Yeah, it's pending jobs. All right, green. All right, so yeah, the news is today at 10. So we're about to see either slight manipulation or expansion. I'll be quite surprised to see us manipulate at 10 after having such a 9:30. But hey, don't argue with NQ, I guess. So at this point, if we're not expanding after sweeping like this high, I'm out. Because, like, yeah, I think I can adjust my stop to right here, pretty much. But I don't want to move it just because. So 10 o'clock was a 1 minute PSP between ES and NQ. So this right here is a PSP. Oh, I can't. I don't have the, not an actual trading view. All right, let's see what happens. I think, I mean, there's nothing left. If it goes below this low, there's nothing left. Also, 15-minute gap right there, retrace to. Dang, that's a clean one. Let's see how it did. Not bad. All right, tapping in there. Let's see. Do we get to that low? If we get to that low, it's safe. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna. That shit is so. Yeah, It gotta change it because if I try to take partials on it, it removes it for me. But I'm gonna take one contract off. One buy. Yeah, taking one off just to be safe. So if I lose this, I'm leaving pretty much at pretty much break even on the day. Because this right here is the turning point. Obviously, I'm bearish, but hey, if shit happens and it goes up, then at least I left at that exact low. So, all right, let's see if it expands or not. Dude, this shit could not be slower, dog. I mean, it could not be slower. Crazy. Anyway, this, come on, make our way down there, bucko. All right, right here should be another. All right, bro. Stop, limit, buy, right? So that's right there. Another partial. That would be London low partial. Is that London low? I mean, it shouldn't reverse until there. There's really no point of putting this partial other than for pure profit purposes. There's really no point. I mean, look at this. This should just get flown zip through, dude. Okay, let's see what it's doing with NQ. Okay, with the yes, we just had. That's not a micro. We have a really weak SMT with the yes. That's nothing. Yes, it's just being slow right now, because, I mean, because NQ needs to get down a little bit. So I'm still deeming this. Okay, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Was that a 1 hour PSP? That was a 1 hour PSP, and NQ closed up. All right, we'll see. But worst case scenario, I'm gonna leave at the retest. Okay, I think I'm gonna close one more here. Okay, I want to see how it acts. Okay, because the thing is this: this is a low, right? This is a pretty much AM session low, and we had manipulation. We had now we have quote unquote expansion. If we go above this low, then that's not a good thing. That's why I was like, all right, maybe I should take one up. I was gonna take one more off here, but we have this one gap, and that one gap pretty much holding that low in place for us right now. So thankful to that gap right there. But at the same time, if it wasn't a gap, it would be something else because it's just the rules. Right? ES still catching on, and the Q's in the lead. The moment ES closes, oh wait, and the Q's already closing below that. All right. Nah, dude. At this point, if London lows aren't swept on the Q, then we're missing something. I mean, I can expect these lows now. I'll just take one more off. I'm not trying to argue with the market, dog. I'll be honest. I'm not arguing with it. And those partials aren't even bad, really. All right, so first partial was at 3 RR, second partial was at 4. So next one we can get at 5. But all right, now we dip deeper. Still, this is not an SS. Okay, okay. Here's the thing, bro. ES, yes, we have this SMT, but we still that 5 minute. No, the 5 minute's not there. The daily cycle's there to go bullish, but we don't have weekly to go bullish. This is gonna chop. This is bad. This is not good price action. I'm taking one more off. And now you see it counts them as traits, even though those are partials. So 3 RR pretty much. My realized profit and loss is 250 on the day, which we started with. I'm fine. I mean, we started with minus 150, so because that trade was minus 150, so I'm not mad. It's fine. I think it's safe to put it at break even and then just let it see. Because I mean, I'm missing out on 120 bucks, but in all reality, it's I don't know, dude. This is really ugly. We have FOMC tomorrow as well, so okay. 1 hour chart. This right here is a 1 hour PSP. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna chop. We're gonna come back into this gap. Let's send. Okay, look, guys. So pretty much, I'm not leaving. I gotta leave one micro because the weekly's still there. We didn't do anything on ES or DAO this whole time the NQ swept the slow, which it should be seen as okay. It's waiting to be bullish, but if we pull higher, we're pulling into this gap. Retracement. I think I'm gonna close it. I'm closing it. All right. End of the day up 360. Whatever. Honestly, best part of today, I took partials. Took a partial at the very low, and I left. So thanks for watching. Adios.